Today on the channel, we head to Big Bad Toy Store for a Big Bad Workshop exclusive with the Order of the Crimson Moon.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Big Bad Toy Store exclusive unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the Order of the Crimson Moon. I don't know, we'll see. We're gonna dive into it. Not sure about this line quite yet. We're gonna learn together is what we're gonna do. But for all your Order of the Crimson Moon needs, you better hit up Big Bad Toy Store. That's the only place these are sold. So the more you know, folks, the more you know. And the more you know about this review is we're going to do it like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Without further ado, let's see what the Crimson Cobra Commander is up to. And that's what this one reminds me a heck of a lot of. Obviously, the scaling with G.I. Joe Classified series makes a lot of sense with these. This looks like a Crimson Guard edition of Cobra Commander, and that's why I picked it up for my collection to put it in with my G.I. Joes. I'm sure a lot of people are doing that as well. And others that want the lore of this toy line and all that goes with it, which we're going to read about here in a second. But this is Big Bad Workshop getting the most of their molds as we unboxed a Soldier of Fortune. I think it was called The Enemy. Basically this exact same figure, but in blue. So you guys remember that one, and we'll compare that later on in this video here. But an interesting take, an interesting toy line. Once again, Big Bad Toy Store only. Now, I'm not sure the name of this guy. Is he the Order of the Crimson Moon? Is that his name? I'm assuming that's what his name is. Todd McFarlane? Todd gave me the big toe. That means that's his name. So this is the Order of the Crimson Moon. He's got 3 heads there. Hooded Cobra Commander style here is what it looks like. But we got that famed color scheme here from the Crimson Guard once upon a time. On the side, nothing too wild over here. We got a guy worshiping under the moon, I guess. The Red Moon, of course. Order of the Crimson Moon. Fresh Monkey Fiction. We know they make these figures. We did have Bulletproof from Cops not too long ago. You can mix all these guys in your universe. Look at that huge cross cell down there. Not sure I'm going to be unboxing any of those on the channel. And we got quite the blurb here, but I feel like we got to read the blurb to get down to the meat and potatoes. We got to get down to the guts of what's going on here. Transylvania 1974. 1974, a beautiful year. I'll never forget, Todd McFarlane, I had a 1974 Jeep J20 pickup truck. Had it on 38-inch tires. Big lifted truck. Missed that truck. The Order of the Crimson Moon prepares to reshape the world in blood and terror using dark rituals and twisted science. Well, I'm a scientist. Maybe I can understand this. But a prophecy of betrayal ignites paranoia, fracturing the cult from within. As loyalties shift and chaos erupts, one choice could end Count Iron Moon's reign of doom, humanity forever. The Order of the Crimson Moon, a loyal cult under Count Iron Moon, is dedicated to mastering lycanthropy, which I believe is werewolves, if I'm not mistaken. The transformative curse of the werewolf. Well, there you go. Using forbidden rituals and ancient texts, they aim to harness the primal force to build an unstoppable army of werewolves. Iron Moon believes this army, bound by blood and terror, will enable him to establish a new world order of fear and chaos, like a young Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hulk Hogan once upon a time. The Order's members are fanatically devoted, conducting dark ceremonies and experiments to perfect, easy for me to say, their dark arts. Working in secrecy, they gather relics and recruit potential soldiers, all in service of Iron Moon's apocalyptic vision and ruthless ambition. A lot going on there, but a lot of werewolf soldiers, it looks like, as well. Sounds like something I'd be into, but I don't know if my pocketbook at this point in my life is into all that. That's the problem. And my space. I don't know if I got space for all these guys here, but a lot going on. Got a little skull and crossbones back there. They might be pirates. We got a big baggie. We're always here for a baggie with a robe. And then we got, of course, more. We got a stand. We got hands. We got books. We got heads. We got a lot going on in this one here. But I'm going to take this offline, get the Crimson Cobra Commander out of the package, and we'll be back talking all things Crimson Moon. All right, let's dive into the Order of the Crimson Moon. Let's start with the accessories. Let's start with the hands. And as I'm unboxing all this, this is almost a 3-in-1 figure. You could almost make this into like 3 different versions of the character. You got 3 heads, you buy 3 figures, different hands, all that. It could be just part of the ritual, I guess. One of those shrouded in mystery kind of seance things and below a castle trying to summon some demons or something. You could do that with these if you wanted to. But we do got the Order of the Crimson Moon stand. We see all these fresh Monkey Fiction, Big Bad Workshop figures coming with stands. I always appreciate a good stand, so we got that going on. We got the gloved hands here. So we got the gripping gloved hand, trigger hand figures ready to go. And then we got the crazy kind of give you one of those kind of things with the gloved hands. Then we get the exact same hands in the bare hand. So once again, make these guys different if you want to. Mix their hands up, do some of that if you need to. Out of the package, you got the trigger hands in the bare hands once again. So choose your own hand adventure, as we always say. Now, we do get one weapon here, and this isn't a guy that I think leads from the front. I think he kind of lets his minions do stuff with guns and things. He's got a little crazy knife, a wild knife here, and this looks like some kind of sacrificial knife. You can just see him with some naked girl laid out on a table, and he's getting ready to sacrifice her. You know, you've seen the movies. We know what he's up to, and this looks like the knife that he'd be sacrificing or something like that. Who knows? So we got that going on. Then we get some books, and we get one of those old-timey bookmarks you put in the middle, kind of like you'd see a priest with or something. Then you get some crazy book here. Great accessory, use with other toy lines if you wanted to. But you could see him holding this book up or reading to this book and reading to everybody in some kind of weird language. It just writes itself at this point. And then we got this same version, but you get the closed book. So you can see this guy walking around, talking to the minions and stuff, holding this book under his arms or whatever. And it's the great book in the Order of the Crimson Moon. Is what it is. Use it if you want to, or pretend this is a Crimson Guard Cobra Commander. He's leading the Crimson Guard. Choose your own adventure. Now, we do get a beautiful robe here, and you could use this for your Joes if you wanted to. And I really like this robe because we've got wire in the hood, wire in it, so that's always a nice extra feature. You got a clasp in the front, nice soft good robe. Gives it a little bit more menacing feel here. Like, you know, if he's going to do a real ritual in the bottom, the basement of this castle, he's going to put this robe on and make it feel really official. That's what it feels like. So I do like this. Once again, use this on your classified figures. Do whatever you want with this one. Not a bad piece of business from the Crimson Moon. But now we're diving into the figure itself, and we got 3 head sculpts to dive into. First one out of the package, probably the one I'm going to use. Skull and crossbone right there in the forehead. And then you got the red mask going on, just pure red mask. Always interesting. Cobra Commander, this guy, whoever has a mask like this, it almost looks like they get a hand towel and they just drop it on their face and then cut out their eyes. Almost, it's so simple looking, but very effective, very memorable as we know. But you got the all red mask going on there. That's probably the one I'm going to keep. We'll see what happens. Now the second head here, you get the skull and crossbones once again, but you got the black on the outside and the maroonish red stripe down the middle. And then you get the alternate version here with the black stripe down the middle. So you can really choose which one you want. You got a neck peg with this one as well. You can choose which way you want to go, or you buy 3 of these. You army build these hooded Cobra Commander type figures if you want to. So a lot of options here, but diving into the body, feel like we've been here before. A little of that Iron Maiden deja vu is what we got going on. A nice suited body here. It's just a straight up suited body in a nice red maroon suit. Nothing wrong with that. You got the bare hands, or you can use the gloved hands, trigger hands out of the package. You got the black undershirt, you got the red sports coat, the red suit over the top, you got the red tie. Looking pretty good down to the black shoes. Arms all the way around for us, bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, smooth as butter. Hands back and forth, side to side removable. Head removable back and forth, side to side as well. Waist articulation, splits if you need them. Leg goes up for a big boot. Look at all that. Double jointed pinless knees, smooth as butter. Ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. Our usual articulation here in this scale of figures, I guess, in this point of time. Love the pinless joints on this, smooth as butter as well. Now the head does pop off, and you could use this guy. Of course, this is the last one, Cobra Commander style here in blue. He came with a second head, so you can army build, you can move things around. You could use this head on here if you really wanted to. So you could really classy him up, make him different. There's a lot of options with these figures. And it looks like, from what I'm seeing so far, between Cops, Soldiers of Fortune, Crimson Moon, Monster Force, all the parts are swappable between all these lines. So you can really get creative with these if you want to make some of your own characters. There's no doubt. But this is basically the exact same figure we got before, but in red. It's just a color variant. But at the end of the day, I don't fault that. It is a business. Got to get the most out of your molds. They knew they'd sell the blue one. Why not make the red one now? And technically, different toy lines. Same company, different toy lines. So once again, you're going to cross the streams. You're going to do any of that? I guess that's up to you. Now, will he fit on a ringside stand? Yes, he will. Now, he does come with his own, but if you want to be uniform, whatever, you can use the ringside stands if you need to for him here. Not a bad piece of business. Now, a little comparison fun here. How about a little Crimson team here? We got Baroness. She's ready to go. We got Zaymont and Tomax. Oh, we love those twins, of course. Never forget the twins. Probably the greatest twins of all time. Always thought it was wild that they could feel each other's, if somebody get punched, the other one would feel it. I remember there was these twins I grew up with. I'd always ask them, could you feel it if I punched your brother? Could you feel it? Yeah, we've all been there. We've all been there. But if you want to add Cobra Commander to this team, this would be a way to do it for you if that is your thing after all. Use this one over here. I do fully expect to get hooded Cobra Commanders from the G.I. Joe Classified team here in the next couple of years. Sounds like they're leading towards that, which makes sense. They can't leave that money on the table. We know how it goes. But this isn't a bad stand-in for now, and if you ever wanted the Crimson Guard to have a leader, you got these guys, you put Cobra Commander here, you get a couple of the troopers around it, you got a shelf of Crimson Guard guys ready to take on all comers, there's no doubt about it. But a fun line here from Big Bad Workshop, a little expensive, but you know what you're getting yourself into for sure. Not a bad piece of business, not going to be for everybody, but if you're willing to cross the streams a little bit, maybe worth a pickup for you. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on this line. You all in on these figures? You dabbling? You buying them all like crazy? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships as well. Check it out. Support the channel. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available where podcasts are found with video cast on YouTube. So for the Order of the Crimson Moon, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?